Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to get rid of kick tokens that are clogging up your Ethereum wallet. So let's get started. Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem and it's kind of irritating. So when I'm in my Ledger Live interface and I'm in my portfolio, I have a total balance here. And if I look down at my assets, I can see the tokens that I have, but I also see this pesky little thing called a kick token. And I was given 888,888 kick tokens without my knowledge or consent, right? They were just airdropped to my Ethereum wallet. And they're basically worthless because I cannot sell them. They are an ERC20 token, but they have a particular type of contract that locks them so that I cannot move them. All right? So it's very irritating to see their balance added to my portfolio balance. So I'd like to get rid of them. Now, to explore a little further, the Kick token has an official Medium page, and I'll put a link to that down in the description. And they've been publishing articles, and they've got a Twitter page, and they're talking about how great they are and all this other stuff. But in this one particular article that I found, the frozen drop tokens to reach 1 million users. If you go down to the bottom here, they have this little disclaimer here, important. Please note that frozen drop tokens will not unlock by themselves in any time given. To unlock the tokens, you'll need to meet certain simple conditions that will publish after KickX exchange is launched. Kick team deliberately does not disclose the terms yet, since many competitors have their eyes on our mechanism, and the know-how terms will be published after the release of KickX. Well, that's a load of malarkey, right? They're just telling you that, we've locked them and we can't tell you how you're going to get them because if we told you, then our competitors would know. And this is totally ridiculous. Now, if you are an adventurous type and you want to click this link here and go sign up for the KickX exchange, more power to you. But there's also a little article that I've got that I'll link down in the description that they're basically part of a ploy to harvest your data. Because in order to sign up for this KickX exchange, you're going to need to provide all of your personal information and your ID, your address, all this stuff. So most of us are not willing to go through all that. So I'm going to show you a technique that I've discovered to get rid of the kick token, right? Now, it's a little bit of a hack, but and it's going to cost you a little bit of Ethereum, but it's much better than seeing a balance in your portfolio of a crap coin that you can't get rid of and has no value, and you can't sell it either. All right, so let's go over to our Ledger Live again, and this time we'll go into accounts. And so the Ethereum wallet is where these kick tokens arrived. So, and you can see them here, kick token, I've got those 888,888, right? And they're showing as a value of US dollars. Now, the easy thing that I thought would be to just go over here into settings, into crypto assets, and change the rate provider to 0 or nobody, right? So I go down here to kick to ETH, and it has KuCoin, which is a cryptocurrency exchange that apparently is selling them, but I've tried transferring them in there and they won't transfer in. But there's no way to turn this off. There's no NA feature. So I'm going to have to get serious about this. All right. So let's go over to accounts again. And what I want to do, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an empty Ethereum account. And I'm going to move everything except the kick token into that new Ethereum account. And then I'm going to delete this account. Now, I know it's a little bit of a hack and it's going to cost us a little bit of gas to do this. But like I said, For a few bucks, I don't have to look at that 300 bucks in my portfolio. When I look at my portfolio, I want to see the actual value. All right, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, we need to connect our ledger to our computer and enter our PIN and get it set up. Right, and then once we've done that, we also want to enter the Ethereum app. So we're just going to navigate by hitting the one button here, move over to Ethereum, and once we're on top of Ethereum, we're going to hit both buttons and enter the Ethereum app, right? Because Ethereum is the app that controls all of these ERC20 tokens. All right, so the first thing we'll do is hit Add Account, and we're going to choose Ethereum. And we'll hit continue there. And it's going to sync. All right, so you can see down here that it sees the Ethereum wallet that I already have in Ledger Live. That can't be added. It's already in there. And then it also sees an old Ethereum wallet that I'm not using anymore. But here's what I'm after. I'm after the new account, right? So I'm just going to deselect this old Ethereum account. I don't want that in there. And I'm going to tick the empty account. You will probably only see your existing account and your empty account. And we can call this whatever we want, but we don't want to name it the exact same thing. We can just call it Ethereum Alt for the moment, right? Because we can always change the name later. So I'm going to hit Add Account, and then I'm going to close. All right, so now you can see that I have a new Ethereum account in my list, and it's got a 0 balance. All right, so what I want to do first of all is go in here and hit receive so I can get the Ethereum address of this account. All right, and then I'll hit continue, and I'm already in the Ethereum app. If you don't see both checks, make sure that you've entered the Ethereum app. All right, and then we'll hit continue here, and that's the Ethereum address that we're after. Right? And if you look at the device, you can see that it's asking me to verify this address, right? So you just need to move over one screen to see the address. And then after that, you're going to move over another screen to hit approve, right? You'll hit approve, and you verified that address on your device. Right, now we can copy this into our clipboard, and we can close this out. And let's go back to accounts and to our existing Ethereum account. Now what we're going to do is move our ERC20 tokens one token at a time until we've emptied out this account, except for those kick tokens, right? And then after we're done with that, we'll move the Ethereum out, right? We need to keep the Ethereum in there for the gas that we're going to need to move the tokens. All right, so we'll start with BAT. I'll hit send. I'll enter that Ethereum address of my new empty wallet. I'll hit continue. And then I'm just going to choose send max here. I'll hit continue one more time. And then I'll hit continue again. And then note what's going to happen on your device. I'm going to show you that. We'll hit continue here. And the device is going to give you the review transaction interface, right? So you need to review the transaction. I'm sending all the BAT to this new address, and then I'm getting a small amount of ETH charged for my fee. That's the Ethereum blockchain fee. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and move the Ethereum at this point just so I can see those tokens. So I'll hit send here. Here's the address. Click continue. All right, so I'll move the bulk of them. I'll hit continue here and continue again. And then notice the device is asking me to review the transaction. I'll do that. There's my fees, accept and send. And then there we go. Okay. All right, there, the BAT showed up finally. Okay. All right, so we've got the bulk of the ETH and the BAT. Let's go back to the accounts. Let's go back over here. I'm going to send my poly. I'll send that. paste in that Ethereum address of the new account. We'll hit continue. We'll send the max. Hit continue again. All right, and then we'll verify the transaction on the device. Using one button, we move to the next screen until we get to accept and send. We'll hit both buttons. And then we're done with that. All right, now I'm not going to send the Kick tokens, right? But I've got some link. I'll send that. Max that out. Notice you can send all of your ERC20 tokens. There's no fee out of the tokens, right? So you're not going to lose any of your tokens, but you will pay a little bit of Ethereum for the gas, right? So at least you're not sacrificing any of your ERC20 tokens when you do this. Let's hit review again. All right. And then accept and send. And we're done with that one. Now, I have all of these other coins down here are basically worthless as well. They were airdrops that were given to me over time, and they don't show up as having any value anyway. So I really don't need to move them. I mean, this one has a small value, right? But I really don't need to move any of these either. All right, so let's take a look at our new Ethereum account. All right, we've got our ERC20 tokens in here. We've got our ETH. Now, if you want to, you could just empty out the rest of the ETH too. So I'll go ahead and send out the last of the ETH. I'll max it. That's about $8 worth of ETH. All right, we'll review that transaction. Take that over there. Accept and send. And we're done. All right, so now that we've got all of the ETH and all of the valuable tokens that we like in our new Ethereum account, it moves to the top, right? It shows me a good balance, and all of these balances are showing up in my main portfolio. We've got 2370, right? Now we just want to get rid of this account, right? So I'm going to go here. You can see there's those pesky little Kick tokens. Now I'm going to go up here to the edit account, this little wrench up here, and then I'm going to hit delete the account. I'm going to delete the account. I'm going to remove it from my interface. And now we don't have to see that crap balance in our main balance, right? Now I have an accurate view of my portfolio, right? And the only Ethereum account that I have is the one with the bulk of my Ethereum and my valuable ERC20 tokens in there. Now, when I hit delete account, I did not delete the account from the device completely. I just deleted it from the Ledger Live interface. I could always go back and hit add account and scan for that account and get it back, right? It's not gone forever. I just took it out of the interface so I don't have to see it anymore. So if you are, reluctant and you think, oh, maybe someday I can use these Kick tokens, then fine. The private key will always be on your ledger. And when you do a restore from your 24-word recovery phrase, it'll always be there, right? So you're not deleting them off the device. You're just taking them out of the Ledger Live interface. But we didn't want to take all of the other coins out of the interface. We just wanted to get rid of Kick token. Okay, so you can see here that old Ethereum account that we just deleted is still available if we were to wish someday to re-add it, right? So it's not gone forever. It's just out of our face so we don't have to see that Kick token balance anymore. All right. So if you guys have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments. I'll do my best to get them answered. Don't forget, I have a live stream every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. A good time will be had for all. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.